Hello guys, it's me Chanso, and when looking through my gameplay footage, I realized that I usually go for the same type of choices and playstyles when playing Bannerlord. And by playstyle, I mean the plan I have when playing and the type of theme and vibe I choose to have with that campaign. And my go-to plan is usually to become a mercenary and then a vassal to later receiving my first fief from my liege. But then I realized that there are so many different players and playstyles in this game, and to really enjoy it to its fullest, it's ideal to experiment and try out new playstyles. So in this video, I thought I would go through some of the more interesting and unique playstyles there are in this game. So if you're feeling like you don't know how you want to play the game, this video is for you. And some playstyles might benefit from using mods, and I will of course let you guys know which playstyles can be made better with which mods. But before we get into the video, I just wanted to say that if you do come to enjoy the video, please leave a like and comment what your favorite playstyle is. And be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you do not miss any Bannerlord related content. Now let's get right into the video. Now the first playstyle I want to talk about is what I would call the organized bandit playstyle. And this playstyle is just what the name says. You go around establishing and taking over alleys and then taking over the town from within. The playstyle can really be taken to a whole nother level with the Forbury mod, also called the Cunning mod. This mod takes the normal criminal system and gives it steroids. It adds new features to the bandit hideouts, which makes them into a base that you can expand upon when leveling it up to a certain strength level. Now, when playing as a Bannerlord of sorts, I usually take out caravans and raid passing villagers, and with the Cunning mod, you can also go into any city and perform criminal actions such as scamming the locals and even robbing a town merchant. And this playstyle can be played in a lot of ways. You can for example choose to only play with the bandit troops and try to muster up a large enough bandit army that you might even be able to defeat small armies. The second playstyle I wanted to talk about is the Rags to Riches playstyle. And this playstyle does not require any mods at all and can be played with any mods. When I talk about Rags to Riches, I mean that you rise to glory from scratch and try to capture your own fief, but you do it all by yourself, and you do not join any kingdom but instead fight alone to create your own kingdom, and then defeat all who try to destroy it. Now, this playstyle is very hard, or at least according to me and my personal experience, because the grind is long and tedious. Now, when playing this playstyle, you could do it in a lot of ways, but the fastest and most entertaining according to me is just creating a larger and larger force and killing off minor factions and bandits. Then, wait for a city to rebel, just so you don't make any enemies taking your first fief, and then it's up to you. The third playstyle on this list is the Roleplaying playstyle, and this is what I personally want to make my playthroughs about. Forming a connection to your character and making decisions based on his or her values is a really cool feeling. And creating your own medieval story and forming a bond with your companions and family is something that a lot of games do not offer. The immersion of watching the characters around you develop is indeed very interesting and intriguing. And with the fairly new feature of being able to retire your character in the retreat, you can always say goodbye to your character in a more wholesome way than just deleting the save. The fourth playstyle on this list is the Challenge playstyle, and this is a really fun way of playing in my opinion. There are a lot of pre-made challenges that you can already take on in the Bannerlord community, but why not make your own? Deciding for yourself that you can't buy things from the cities, you can only use Valandian troops? Why not go a bit further and make it so you can only use a certain troop type? The options are endless. This playstyle does not fit every player, however, as you will need to be really clever and resilient if you are to complete the really hard challenges. But it is a refreshing way of playing, and if you're ever feeling bored in-game, this playstyle is for you. The fifth and last playstyle in this video is something I've come to call the Commander playstyle. And this is when you do not actually fight, but instead you utilize tactics and formations to outmaneuver and outsmart the enemy to win even unfair battles. This playstyle is, according to me, one of the more interesting ones, as it does require patience and tactical knowledge to actually master. Now, when I mean not actually fighting, that could be up for you to decide. Some people feel like the arena is an essential part of their Bannerlord playthroughs, and then obviously you would need to fight. But you can choose to not fight on the battlefield, and instead sit back on your horse to command your soldiers. For this playstyle, I do recommend the RTS Camera mod, as it can really add a better perspective for commanding your troops. But this is not for everyone, as a lot of people like Bannerlord because it's not an RTS, but instead a more personal battle simulator game. But that's the beauty of these types of games. There is no wrong or no right way to play the game. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it and found a new way of playing the game, please leave a like and comment what your favorite playstyle is. And be sure to subscribe so you do not miss any future videos. Later!